Here's a rewritten and rephrased version of the news article with improved readability and flow. Understanding the controversy over President Trump's use of the Alien Enemies Act. John, we appreciate your insights. Now, we turn to Skye Perryman, co-counsel for the plaintiffs in the lawsuit challenging President Trump's invocation of the Alien Enemies Act. Perryman, who is also the president and CEO of Democracy Forward, joins us to discuss the case. White House response and legal concerns. The White House has stated that it did not ignore the court's order, claiming that deportation flights were already in international airspace when the ruling was issued. However, Perryman and her team, in collaboration with the ACLU, filed a legal document last night raising serious questions about the government's compliance with the order. According to Perryman, the judge was unequivocal in his directive that the order should be followed immediately, even if planes were already airborne. She expressed deep concern over the administration's legal filings and public statements, emphasizing that Americans should recognize the significance of this moment. Historical context and legal precedent. Perryman stressed that the use of the Alien Enemies Act in this situation is both unprecedented and dangerous. Historically, the act has only been invoked during wartime, specifically during the War of 1812, World War I, and World War II. She noted that past applications of the act led to some of the darkest moments in U.S. history, including the internment of Japanese Americans, an act for which the government has since apologized. Invoking this law in a time of peace, she argued, is not only unlawful but also harmful to fundamental democratic principles. President Trump's justification and Perryman's response. In a speech last night, President Trump defended his decision, stating that foreign nations were emptying their jails into the United States and framing the issue as an invasion involving criminals, murderers, and drug dealers. He compared the situation to war, claiming it was more dangerous than war because, unlike traditional warfare, there were no uniforms identifying the enemy. Perryman strongly rejected these claims, calling them baseless. She argued that the government has provided no credible evidence to support the assertion that those being deported are criminals or gang members. Furthermore, she pointed out that these individuals were already in immigration custody, meaning the claim that the U.S. was under attack was unfounded. According to Perryman, the administration is attempting to bypass due process. If officials were confident that these individuals should not remain in the country, she argued, they would follow the proper legal procedures instead of resorting to extraordinary wartime powers. Public reaction and constitutional concerns. When asked about Americans who might support the deportations, Perryman reiterated that the government has not substantiated its claims. She warned that this move represents a constitutional crisis and a severe breach of American legal traditions. Citing historical examples, she referenced John Adams' defense of British soldiers to highlight the country's long-standing commitment to due process. Legal action moving forward. Perryman concluded by stating that legal proceedings are ongoing. She and her team will continue working through the courts to ensure compliance with judicial orders and uphold constitutional rights. This version maintains the core message while improving clarity, structure, and readability. Let me know if you'd like any further refinements.